Playing against Ken Kruner. Turn 1. Close. Pretty close. I think he just played Island on turn 1. So let's try and compare a bit. We're playing Blessed Alliance over the Tension Sphere, kind of. And we're playing Teferi Time Raveler over second Narset. I think that's a fair comparison. I feel I'm going to be really happy to have Blessed Alliance in my deck in the mirror match. Maybe they'll have a Gear Hulk. I'm just going to use Opt. On a maximized chance I found a sensor. I guess just repping Absorb. Yeah, it's one of this island's pretty sweet, a little invasion action. My hand's really bad. I think I actually want to cycle that farmland. Hey Troy, what's up, bud? Like, hitting my land drops doesn't accomplish much. Oh, I'm in such a bad spot. I'm just not gonna cycle, I guess. It's like a lose, feels like a lose-lose. I drew 3 of my 6 dead cards. To be fair, I have 6 dead cards in the mirror, whereas before I had as low as 4. Hey Magoose, vacation over? I didn't realize you were on vacation. Where were you? I don't even know what you do for a job. Tricky spot here. Should I jam Narset? I could just try and force a Narset through, honestly. I might do that. I think it's fine. My hand's just so bad. I think if it does Absorb, I'm just going to use Dovin's Veto. Because I think resolving Narset's really sick, and my hand's really crap, and if they tap out on their turn, I can tap out for Teferi. So I think this is how I have to play this game. Like, them resolving Teferi is not nearly as bad if I have Narset in play. It's not nearly as scary. Obviously, I could get wrecked a million ways, but my hand's just so bad. I think that's the best way of playing the game. Oh, you didn't travel anywhere, you just study, you just the kick. Okay, gotcha. Clearly, I just am Teferi, right? I guess I got owned? Did I get owned or did they top deck that? What are the odds they had Veto last turn and didn't use it? Oh well, I lose now. No, he wasn't short of mana. He used Absorb over Dovin's Veto, right? Oh well. Sometimes you just get owned. I could have sat on Absorb and Censor, but I think I'm in a losing spot just because I drew 3 dead cards, and it just like every card matters so much game 1. That's pretty good. Do I bounce Cast Out? So good if I'd roll land too, obviously. Like that I can cast out my 3-mana Teferi, and I can't force Elspeth through, but they could already minus their 5-mana Teferi on my 3-mana Teferi. I don't know, I think it's good. Oh, I have Elspeth plus Veto back up next turn? Oh no, I'm 1 mana short. Should technically cycle first. Did I mess up last turn? I don't think so. He should minus something, right? Because the plus is so bad against our set. Did I mess up? You used Narset before cycling? What's the difference? They're actually getting rid of 3-mana Teferi. Does that mean they can't have Dovin's Veto in hand, right? Maybe they can? I'm not sure. Well, I don't have much of a choice, right? I'd have Cast Out in hand. But I'm gonna draw Teferi. Alright. It's kind of a weird dance. 5-mana Teferi, does that do anything for me? Probably not. Okay, what's the worst one of the three? Proudless Alliance. Second, first let us see card before making a decision where we can hit up. Yeah, it's really marginal, but you're probably right.
Had a chance to reflect over what I'm thankful for over the holidays, and as I was sitting there surrounded by friends, family and loved ones, all I could think about is how much an influence you've had in my life. Thank you so much, Gab.
You shall have. Thanks for the 8 months, and thanks for 7 months of outlandish resub messages. These are pretty great every time. Excellent idea. I think we should make that a command. Man, too bad I didn't draw that land.
Had a chance to reflect over what I'm thankful for over the holidays, and as I was sitting there surrounded by friends, family and loved ones, all I could think about is how much an influence you've had in my life. Thank you so much, Kaniki.
Who didn't see that one coming? Thanks for the $10, Adam. Let's see. I don't have a billion bounce targets, do I? It'd be funny if Settle won me the game in the mirror match. Could happen. Alright, let's see. 5 mana, so I want a plus. Just say go. Settle might just be gas here. I could also give my team lifelink. Wait, we already had one of You Shall Have's. That looks like another You Shall Have message. The blessed one. Alright, I guess... So last time I used Absorb, but then someone played a Gear Hulk against me, and I was like, well, I wish I'd used Veto. I'm just going to use Absorb. Just fits the curve better. Worst card in the mirror match. Dude, you shall have your gas. How long did it take you to write that? Like, probably 5 or 10 minutes, right? It's not easy to write such beautiful... You shall have, like, oh, just came to me naturally. 0. What are the odds that Azorius Charming 1 token is the play here? Just to get 1 token ahead. Oh! Francisco, welcome. You filthy amulet lovers. Heart of amulets, Francisco. If you want to play one of the best deck in Modern, and want to learn how to play one of the best deck in Modern, you should give F. Palouse an unplayable, unspellable name. But yeah. Got a 5-0 today. Easy clap. Just flexing on us. Can't remember the last time I got a 5-0. Yeah. Give Francisco a follow. That's something you think you might appreciate. What's the worst that can happen? Like, alright, let's think about it. If I Azorius Charm a token, they're probably just going to cast a Verdict, right? Alright, I'm not going to do that. It might be the winning line, but I doubt it. You know what's not the winning line? Losing on time. It might be a good line next turn, honestly. Oh wait, they have... I need to find 5 mana Teferi. They get an emblem next turn, but they can't just get an emblem. I could just Verdict. Alright, let's start... Oh no, I have instant speed Verdict. But casting a Verdict first is nice as well. Alright, I have to stop talking and actually think about it. They can use Teferi Hero of Dominaria to minus one of my dudes. That'd be pretty bad for me. If they get an emblem, I can beat the emblem right away. This is kind of tough. If I Verdict and plus, they're probably just going to Verdict on their turn. So I think that's kind of a waste. Getting an extra token, that would be nice. Alright, I think I'm going to make tokens. I use that. I think I can beat Teferi minus on one of my planeswalkers. And I think I can beat Elspeth Ultimate. Alright, they're getting rid of Elspeth kind of as predicted. I think that's fine. They're making tokens first. So what I can do is Verdict and make a 1/1. I think that's the winning line. I think White Castle is probably better than Blue Castle in the mirror match. Kind of depends on the spot, I guess. Well, that's probably game. One, two, three, four, five, six. Is that even better than opting? I drew a card. Elspeth is second from the top, right? Alright, I think I have to attack Elspeth first. Can someone confirm Elspeth is better than the... They put it back on top. I drew a card. Alright, I'm just going to opt for now. Okay, that's taken care of. Now I can play my Elspeth. We don't need to get into like comparisons of streamers and stuff. Probably doesn't lead to anything good ever. I mean, you can say I'm, you know, just much better player and streamer than Canister. If you want to compare me to Canister, that's cool. I played a land, right? I don't know. I think I played... Oh no, I haven't played a land. I don't think I need to play my land, right? Doesn't really matter either way. Another Teferi. Does that do anything for them? What else are they gonna have that I want to counter? Does Teferi do anything for you, my friends? It's like really bad. The plus doesn't do anything. The minus gets rid of Teferi, 3 mana. I don't think it does anything. It's true, I would be better than Canister if it wasn't for his great taste in music. I wonder what's up with music in stream. I feel like every time I ask, almost everyone's like, I'd rather have not music on the stream, but then almost every streamer has music on their stream. And it doesn't seem to bother people that much. Also, obviously the VODs, that's a huge reason. I know a bunch of people watch VODs. The soundboard. Dude, it's so funny. I was looking up some of my YouTube stuff and why I wasn't making as much money as I thought I should be making. And then one of the reasons was because I was getting strikes because of the soundboard. Guess which soundboard was getting me all the strikes. It's... Yeah, obviously. What you say? Ooh, that you can't make money because of me. Yeah, obviously it was the actual song. Alright, I need to keep up the pace here. I need to actually keep up the pace. Plus... really all the options here, right? Everything at Elspeth. Yeah, this is when you start losing. You get ahead. Oh yeah, and I was ahead, and when you get ahead and you have to take all the game actions. Pitfall of the mirror. Yeah, our set's absurd in this matchup. Do I care? I could get my tokens. I could get my planeswalkers. I don't really care, right? There's no one planeswalker that they can take that really owns me. They're most likely their hand is a bunch of verdicts, right? It's kind of tricky. I hope I don't end up losing because I didn't play my farmlands a turn ago. Yeah. They might just have counter spells now. They have a veto for my cast out. I think I'm still okay. Let's see. Let's see if it all crumbles. Do they have the Dobbin's veto? They do? Okay. Surely that was not great for me. Still have castle. I think I'm still winning by a decent bit, if I'm not mistaken. I get to make an extra token. The W key for tapping. So how does W exactly work? Just any mana? Yeah, it does save a decent bit of time. It's good when they have Urborg, right? Pretty lucky they didn't draw a single castle this game. What am I looking to counter? As in why I didn't counter the tension sphere? Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. I think I just kind of brain freeze. Alright, next turn's going to be pretty good for us. I'm excited to try out commence the endgame. Alright, what could go wrong? Probably straight up nothing, right? Is there a card I lose to, chat? I don't think so. I mean, disallow can counter. Even if they have like a good card plus a veto, I just counter the good card twice. He tried Security Waste. People have suggested that card. I think that card's pretty bad in general, and I don't think it would be good. It's kind of bad against like mono black too, because all their 1 toughness just come back. Alright. Bring these in. And probably the dismissal. That's what I did. Dismissal's not great, but pretty straightforward, I think. And then you have the Zora's Charm to hedge a tiny bit against Mentor and stuff.
Uwu resident sleeper.
Hey, youngster Dennis. Thanks for the 5 months. Feels bad, man, when you misspell the emotes. I've been there. Been there, done that. Or maybe you meant not to be an emote and be it in all letters. Francisco says, real like Isolate as a card, happy you're playing it. Yeah, I was wondering if it wouldn't be good right now in Modern, actually. It used to be too bad, but maybe it's good right now. Hand's nice. It's obviously super sweet. This is close. I think you just, with this specific hand, I can afford to just not play farmland. I'm gonna opt. Being able to cycle farmlands fast is nice, and I have dispute for. I'm just gonna bottom. Only 1 Teferi Time Raveler. Yeah, I was actually playing 0. Obviously, it's insane in the mirror match, but I think it's pretty bad against everything else. Is Escanta too slow? I'm not sure what the deal with Escanta is. If you're supposed to not play it because of Dig for Time, or if it works well with Dig for Time. I'm not sure what the logic is there, which one's true, or if it's just like kind of evens out and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Play Farmland to trap them into playing a Planeswalker. I don't think that's good for me though, because I don't have a Planeswalker to play right back. I see what you're saying. I think this line can be good if I have Narset or Teferi and nothing else. But if my follow-up is nothing, I don't think that's especially good trade for me to trade my dispute there. I'm kind of chilling here. I could have played Field of Runes to try and get more cards in my graveyard for Dig. I'm not in a hurry to cast Dig. You want to try and cast Dig when you can like cast Dig end of their turn and then untap and play something good, ideally. Also, my hand's just really good in the long game right now. I have this double counter spell. Now I have the threat. I'm just gonna play my own Field of Runes. Is Vendilion Click legal in Pioneer? I don't think it is. Alright, I'm making my land drops. They just missed the land drop, right? So I'm not gonna do anything. Oh, that's a big one. This is actually a card I could jam, but they have 7 cards in hand, so I'm gonna say go. Probably gonna cycle something or cast an opt. Alright, let's see. I think getting rid of castle here is good. And then casting a dig is also good. They do have 7 cards in the end, and we do know they don't have spells, but the problem is they probably have their own dig. So I don't want them to, I want to be the first one, I think, to just cast spells here. Force them to fight over on their turn and not be able to just dig for time. They get to use that extra mana, I guess, which is kind of nice for them. And I'm just going to play the Mentor here because of Dovin's veto. Mentor should just be really good. Looks like they're considering Field of Ruin or considering... Gonna tap Castle. This way if they Field of Ruin it, I get the extra mana. I think this play should own them, this line. I'm in a pretty good spot. Now they probably have to tap out on their turn, and then I get to tap out. I mean, I could still lose this game. Could like DJ into a tap out war where I just end up in the worst spot, but seems unlikely. I'm actually gonna use my cards. Just the 1/1 is a huge deal against the Planeswalker, getting that extra 1/1. Are we in the business of playing the 4/5 Flash Legends that makes Teferi and Elspeth uncounterable? It's kind of card you need to like look up how it lines up and the way the game's played out if like it actually owns anyone or does anything. Could be good in Standard though. Someone was saying that it's good with the other giant. Huh. Alright, this is where I'm supposed to think of it, right? So Elspeth plus, obviously pretty good. Teferi plus on tap have Absorb Up seems really good as well. My instinct says Teferi is better. What could they have? Let's say I play Elspeth, make a bunch of tokens, and then they play their own Elspeth. Pretty good spot. What if I play Teferi plus? What if they have the small planeswalkers? I think maybe just making 1/1s, just how do they win? Yeah. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna win this game, I think. So if I play Elspeth, they can Teferi minus, I get to kill Elspeth. They could have Cast Out plus something. Thought Cast Out seems really bad actually. But 5. What if they go bunch of digs? I don't know, I don't think I can lose either way. I guess we're about to find out. I think they're both equally great. I even get to untap my white castle. Yeah, D-Sphere plus Narset could be kind of rough. But I still get to kill the Narset with the tokens. I think Elspeth was probably better. Teferi maybe fancy. Just gonna let that resolve, I guess. I want to counter something that impacts the board. If you play Elspeth plus Dispute, yeah, that kind of owns me. I still get to play Elspeth, stuck their Elspeth, and be in a decent spot, but I think maybe playing Elspeth is just really tough for them. Our clock, yeah, I better win this game, that's for sure. I think I actually left. Like in the mirror match after sideboard, if you have like 5 minutes left, even 4 minutes left, you can win a game. See, I feel like that's not, if they have veto there, that's not even that great of an exchange for me. I mean, I guess I'm still in the same spot. Still in a pretty great spot, but it kind of sucks. I don't want to have to take a land with dig for time. Might be worth it. Land's not that bad. Oh, and I get the extra prowess trigger. Probably just Teferi and Veto. Oh! I had to take a land. Oh well, I guess that works. I got so excited. Well, thank God I took a combo, but that is almost a disaster. I got lured in. I got lured in by the Teferi and the... It kind of worked out okay. Pretty good, right? Might be better than playing Elspeth. Literally a cat brain. Literal goldfish brain. Mentor was so good this game. It just broke the game open because it doesn't get countered by Veto. Just so huge. Could get rid of their Field of Ruin, but I think I'd rather just have 5 mana up here. I might even... That is Aura's Charm. I'm just going to censor it. Could not tap out. Not sure what they could have, though. Field dig cast out. Making a token's pretty valuable. Mass manipulation. I mean, it just gets countered by everything, right? Just sorcery, speed, expensive. Doesn't seem that great. Obviously, in some spots, it's going to be the only card that can win you the game. It's going to be the best card you can draw, but it comes at a cost. Much rather have commence the end game. Could be good in other matchups, though. Not sure which exactly, but maybe against Ramp. 6 mana, steal a Nullmug. I'm gonna fight over that. Try and find a veto or another counter spell. Definitely worth it. Narset and Censor maybe? Alright, time to get fragged by Hour of Revelation, whatever the name of that card is. That's how it begins. They might be dead. No, they're not. I guess if they Hour, I get Teferi and Monastery Mentor back. Not so bad. Planar Cleansing, yeah. It died, they're gonna have that card in their deck. Nah, Planar Cleansing does nothing. I thought it did, but we're good. We Gucci. I was hoping I might get Censor and Elspeth in that spot. Would have been dirty. Not a freaking Gatewatch. I like that opponent hasn't scooped yet. The whole gang is here. Teferi twice, he's so good. Wow, Francisco, you're being disrespectful. Me versus the clock? Come on, man, there's 3 minutes left. I mean, I've literally won matches of blue-white in less time than that. Alright, they had Mentor as well. Teferi time traveling, and he is warning his own self that he is the best card in Standard. Yeah, pretty much. Well, getting paired in Mirror round 1 I'm not sure I'm gonna have time to finish the league tonight. Getting all a run here, a little 5-match streak. Not bad. Man, my neighbors were yelling at each other earlier. Started hearing some yelling. Kind of sucks. Basically, we live in a building. It's like 6 floors. It has, you know, maybe 3 flats on each floor, and there's a bunch of maidens' room on the 6th floor. All right, YouTube time.
But I'm gonna get mine more than I get got, though. Man, I know I'm gonna get got. But I'm gonna get mine more than I get got, though.
Dude, Marshall is such a legend. That's pretty great. I don't know how I add something to clipboard. I'm terrified of the soundboard now. It's just gonna give me a bunch of strikes. That's my constructed rating. Probably not that great right now. Haven't been exactly winning it all. So yeah, basically we live and we have not sure how you call that in English. Let me look it up. Constructed 810. When did I lose so much? I was up to like higher than that. All right, so basically it's the person who works for the building and she lives at the ground floor of the building, and she takes care of the mail and that kind of stuff. She like cleans keeps the building clean. That's her job, like taking care of the building. I don't know what you call that in English. No, not a janitor. A janitor is just someone who cleans the bathroom, right? Superintendent. She just lives in the building. She has like, you know, not the greatest apartment. And anyways, yeah, it's like a gardien, you call it in French. It's gardien or gardienne, you say. Like a guardian of the building, kind of. Yeah, it'd be like superintendent, caretaker, I guess. She's not the manager of the building. She just keeps it clean, takes out the trash, gives out the mail, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. Because the concierge in the States, they just like at the receptions, they're kind of like a receptionist and take care of the mail maybe. But she like, it's a bit, anyways. Does she get got? Yeah, she gets got. So basically she's retiring, but she doesn't make, it's kind of messed up because she doesn't make enough money. I'm not sure she makes enough money to get a place around here. And she's kind of screwed. And I don't think she prepared her retirement very well, but also they don't make a ton of money. So it's not like she can set a lot of money aside. And I guess usually buildings that have these people working for them are kind of like nicer buildings. So like they don't really make enough money to retire. So when they retire, they kind of have to go live like somewhere else where it's much cheaper. And it's kind of messed up too. She's 77. She's from Portugal. I don't know when she started working. Maybe she started working a bit late. All right, Blessed Alliance looks kind of nice here. Not gonna lie. So it's not a good situation, and I don't think there's a good solution. And it's kind of messed up too, because if she wants to rent something, most agency and people won't rent to her unless she's making 3 times what the rent is. But with her retirement, she's probably only making about maybe like less than 2 times what her rent would be. So it looks like they're playing Phoenix, weird version of Phoenix. So it's like, I don't know if there's what the solution is. I mean, ideally she would have saved a bit and like, you know, saved enough to buy a small apartment and stuff. Yeah, I mean, especially messed up in Paris, right? Because you're probably living in a nice building in Paris, and if when you retire, you have to go to some like other city or crappy place, or it's kind of tough mentally too, because they feel like they belong here and they've spent a lot of time like in that building, and now they have to like leave, and they're I don't know. I didn't realize how bad it was, how bad of a situation it was. So yeah. Great. On top of that, like there's other like the stuff they were yelling at each other for was like related to that. So I think I just have to verdict right away. I can't just keep waiting. How can you save to buy a flat? Well, you have like you make SMIG, but you probably don't have to pay rent, right? I mean, you get like that function. She gets to live in that place for free. So I don't know how that works with her wage. If it's like kind of counted in that, or yeah, that's the sad part. They probably just have to save just so they can go live somewhere else. Well, this sucks. Did they miss a land drop this game? They did, right? So there's a chance that if I Teferi minus the Phoenix, they don't draw a land. I guess there's just a chance that I think I should maybe minus the Phoenix, unless I'm feeling lucky. I could also just say go. Saying go seems pretty bad. Either way, my Teferi is gonna die to some shock, right? I'm just gonna minus on the Phoenix. I think I just have. I don't know if that was a better play. Alright, I guess that was something I should have considered, but I don't know, I struggle against Phoenix always. I don't know why. I don't know if I mean, I know I don't play these matchups very well for some reason. I think I also get like somewhat unlucky. Stellar Wreckage would be pretty nice right now. Kind of close call between playing the land and not. If you plus, you get to draw land and cycle. Yeah, I kind of forgot I got to actually cycle my farmland. That is kind of a big deal. God, how sick would settle be right now? I might get them next turn. Sometimes you just want to keep Censor there to just cycle it and have an extra card in the yard for dig free time, but I'd rather hit the opt redraw. Man, farmland kind of cost me there. Should I play dig now? Does that make sense? I don't think so. I was telling you, I mean, I could, like, I've told her, like, I was talking about it was Liz, and I was saying maybe we could, get owned. Get completely owned there. I mean, I was thinking, there's something where, you know, you can, like, be the caution, it'll be, like, you know, tell the renting agency that you'll cover the rent if she doesn't pay, you know, kind of like, because she doesn't make enough. So you get someone that has enough money, but Liz doesn't want to do that because we don't, I mean, we've been here for 3 years. It's not like we've known her for 20 years or something. So Liz didn't really want to do that, which is understandable. And I mean, I have an extra bedroom, so, but that's like temporary. It doesn't really solve her problem. And it's kind of sucks because I didn't realize how bad it is. I was looking it up online. I was looking up articles just before the stream, and it's like pretty classic situation for these people. How do I get out of this mess? Probably have a burn spell. They probably have shock in hand. Void Pointer, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the sewer, buddy. Thanks for the support. They have a burn next turn. I don't think I can win. I need to draw a second settled Raikage, basically. That's my out. I'm gonna take Teferi and Azorius Charm? Oh no. Could have taken Teferi and land. Maybe I just take Teferi land and hope I draw a settle. At least give me an out to settle the wreckage. Maybe they'll just brain fart and cast Phoenix before combat. Oh yeah, Verdict and Charm was probably okay. You know what I thought? I was like, if I Verdict and Charm, they have Phoenix plus Fumarole. I don't know why. That was kind of brain fart. It's a nice hand though. Yeah, I kind of messed up. Oh well. Alright, so I think this matchup, it gets trickier with so few Teferi and Narset. I think it's about having cheap cards. Muscle Alliance seems pretty bad. Yeah, last time I played the matchup, I felt like I was losing because I didn't have enough cheap cards. How do I want to sideboard? They have disputes too, so Dig gets worse, and I think I want Rest in Peace. Stubs their Treasure Cruise, kind of. Verdict, Verdict, Verdict. Cast Out is weak. Yeah. Is it? It is pretty weak. It's cycling card though. Is Absorb weak maybe? Censor? Nah. Got his Power Mancer on the play. Just cycling. I'm gonna flood though. I could board out Censor. Brazen Bar is probably fine once you have Rip in play or Rip in your deck. I agree Censor is kind of bad in this matchup though. I do agree. I'm gonna flood a bit. I don't need them for. Don't all the verdicts. They might have Planeswalkers. No! This hasn't happened to me in so long, actually. That sucks. Oh well. My main deck's not that bad against them. They'll never see it coming. I guess this line is more likely to come into play on tap later in the game. Classic. I guess it doesn't matter much given my draw. You can just save that for Treasure Cruise. Not sure if I'm supposed to counter these cards. I don't think so. I have a Azorius Charm I can play. I don't know. This is probably blue-white against Phoenix is probably the matchup I played the worst. Just in the past few years. I don't know what it is about this matchup. Also, forgetting to sideboard doesn't help, but just in general, something about me and this matchup that just doesn't click. But I really don't know what it is. Counter to fuel the D. I think it's too important to be able to counter a treasure cruise. Kind of want to make a 1-1, honestly. What do I even want to scry into? I have land, I have a counter spell, I have a dig. Seems weird though. Seems like I need to sculpt a good hand. But what's a good hand look like? What does a 1-1 do for me? Alright, I'm just gonna make a 1-1. It might add up. It might just add up. I feel like I'm happy. I was happy drawing a land. I might start using Blue Castle now, but I was happy drawing a land and I was happy drawing a spell. I was kind of happy drawing anything, really. I guess I should have paid 2 here. I should have just played my island. I guess, yeah. I didn't consider just end of turn as a charm. Yeah, definitely a matchup where you miss not having Teferi Narset. Thought that deck was kind of gone, though. Thought it was not the greatest right now. Yeah, I messed up big time. It's like I play this matchup bad on purpose sometimes, I swear. Just not playing that island is... Vomit. I think you just need to save Dovin's Veto for Treasure Cruise in this matchup. Just too good. I don't know, maybe I have another. Is it charm and it's a blessing in disguise? I have 4 cards in hand. I'm at 9. Not exactly sure what counter spells they have. I guess we're about to find out. I think a lot of it's going to be Dispute and Is it Charm? Petit conseil sur les decks à jouer à Bruxelles. Blanc, bleu, mono vert, mono noir, mono rouge. Could have also cast Blast Alliance last turn just to gain 4. I think that was a fine play. Not in the worst spot if they don't have a Treasure Cruise. Declaration in Storms plus Karn so they can't crack clues. That sounds pretty OP actually. If only I had done that earlier. I'd have 2 mana up right now. Well, that's kind of dumb. If only I had 2 mana up, chat. If only I hadn't misplayed that game 1600 times. Crackling Drake? That'd be ugly. Oh yeah, I'm aware I blew it. Why not end step the deck? Because they have disputes in their deck, sideboard, etc. Free Phoenix in the yards. GG. Chandra. Alright. I can beat all these cards. It's gonna be hard, but it can be done. I'm not sure I want a verdict right away. Start by cycling. See if I can find cast out or detention sphere. Draw their cast out so they don't have dispute. No changes until Brussels or maybe next week. I don't think anything seems too... I don't see what they would ban, honestly. I don't think they're going to ban anything in Pioneer next week. I don't think casting Verdict does much for me here. I just say go have both castle up. I can make a 1-1 if I want to. I can scry 2 end of turn, try and find a Chandra answer. I agree it is unlucky I'm not drawing any of my sideboard cards. Alright, they hit Fatal Passage. I guess I digged a bunch of land to the bottom, right? Might have been a mistake. Yeah, that was dumb, sacking that passage, I think. I should play Phoenix in my deck. I have 2 cards in hand, and I'm at 6 free. I should probably play Verdict now. Let them get 1 more Chandra activation, even though it's honestly scary. Yeah, just ban Ragdos Return, I agree. Card's scary. Disdainful Stroke, nice. That's not nice. Don't think I want to dig through time in response. I think I just want to dig through time on my turn. Alright, looks like we lose. Didn't even counter their own spell, and they have a counter spell to bring back all the phoenixes. Oh no, they keep drawing these creatures. Okay. Pretty good draw. That was actually a pretty sick draw.
Adjute on message facultative poor yellowhat.
I'm glad you did the Conquer. 21 months was a tier 1 sub. Appreciate Conquer. Thank you so much. Alright, I'm at free. Can't really let them get a Chandra emblem. That's not going to work out for me. So Teferi minus seems kind of good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm at free. Sorry. Play Teferi and Verdict. Oh man, it can't be that hard to figure out. Teferi is bad if they have a counter spell. I could cast out on their turn. I could take cast out, play cast out in their upkeep. I think that's good. And then my other card, do I want Elspeth or Teferi? I played a land. Teferi and Verdict is okay. Cast out and Elspeth is... Which one takes over faster in this matchup? That Phoenix is... Isn't cast out or... I don't know. If I play cast out on my turn and they have a counter spell, then I have to counter it. Cast out increases Phoenix trigger, but I don't think they're anywhere close because they didn't do it. They played Charter Course last turn and they didn't have another cantrip. Teferi plus? That'd be so greedy. I lose to anything if I do that. How many settles do I have in my deck? 2. No, 1 left. Is there anything I can dig to? I could just dig to the second settle with Teferi. I guess Elspeth's deals was Young Pyromancer and tokens too. Alright. I think I have to take cast out on Elspeth. And I think if I play cast out now, they get the extra token, which is not great. They get to attack me for 1 more. I'm just gonna do that in their upkeep. I think it's better. I could be wrong though. It could cost me the game easily. They could also just have like double disputes somehow. I'd have Wild Slash. I have to counter that, right? Or else I'll lose. No, do I lose? I go down to 1. I have a blocker. I think that's fine. I guess now I'll lose to another Wild Slash on my blocker. Just kind of playing with fire. Disdainful Stroke. Alright, so looks like some people might be proved right here. Not playing the cast out on my turn. But if I play the cast out on my turn, they get 2 extra tokens on their turn, and they just kill me, right? I would be dead. Let's see. Play cast out. They Disdainful Stroke it. I absorb. I go up to 6. And then end of turn they Wild Slash me, and I would have just been dead, right? I would have lost the game on the spot. Alright. I don't know. I think I played it good. Except for the part where I forgot to sideboard. Now, there was also the turn where I didn't gain 4 right away to fuel my blessed. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. Sometimes you just don't draw your sideboard cards, you know, there's just nothing you can do about it. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, probably one more match. Sideboarding is tough in this matchup. I think either Gus is pretty mediocre because the games get really grindy and you're trading a card for... Basically, you're going to get flooded if you play a bunch of Ether Gusts sometimes. Because you're not really trading a card for a card, you're trading a card for a card, but then they get to draw a spell 100% if they want to. So they're just going to draw more gas than you, and can be kind of tricky. Sounds kind of nice. Could just get rid of cast out. Could get rid of verdict too. Just going to get rid of verdict. And cycle cast out on turn 1. Phoenix was pretty popular, then it kind of fell off. Not sure why. Monkass, where's my verdict? Maybe bottoming Veto is acceptable. Veto's kind of like a late-ish game card. Black-green, they have sweet basics. I'll give them that. I'm just gonna save my Azorius Charm. Probably just cycle it. What's open and playing? Is that a deck? Doesn't look like a deck. Oh, it's that deck. Oh, I'm dumb. Why didn't they play that pre-combat? Oh, they just outplayed me. Just outplayed me pretty hardcore. Alright. Marin Spy 2011. Thanks for the 200 bits. Thanks for the cheers. Welcome to the stream. I feel own chat. Alright, just gonna dig. No, not that kind of dig. God, the nutlow draws. Maybe this is a format where you just don't bottom Verdict in that spot, because Verdict's just too likely to be your best cards. I don't know how the math works in these spots. I've watched you since the finals you played against LSV. When I peaked 11 years ago. Ah yes, the wheels are just falling off now. Mulligan to Color Screw. Just quad absorbs every match. And the game was full houses and quads in hand. Lovely. I'm not sure I'm supposed to play that. Maybe I'm just supposed to cycle and get lucky. Still can't cast dig. Is that Fatal Push in their deck, right? Bliss also kills me. Pay this man his money. Alright, chat, what do they play? Isolate and Verdict seem good. Ether Gust could be okay. It's gotta be a buy, right? They have stupid green Planeswalker, I guess, that are kind of scary. Do they play a good way to get rid of Needle? I don't think they do, right? Oh, matchup where Teferi's just awful. Bless Alliance might actually be okay here, but I think it's gonna be worse than my other cards. Why do I cut chat? Can cut one dig in these matchups. Is Settle just bad against them? I guess Settle's not that great, right? Just 4 verdicts. Settle seems good, but so do my other cards, right? I don't want to have to cast Settle in matchup where I don't feel like I'm desperately needed. Cast out? Yeah, cast out's pretty bad. Commences for the mirror match. We didn't get to try it out though. Kind of want more digs maybe. Because I have all these cheap cards. I want to keep in all the digs. Maybe I can cut Davin's Veto. I have Guz that hit Planeswalker. I have Needle. I don't have a clean out to Planeswalker like cast out a Detention Sphere, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, Blessed Alliance is fine. They bring in Blossoming Defense, really? It's weird. I think 4 Absorb is good. Their deck is kind of slow, right? I could cut an Absorb. I think that's reasonable. They play Heroic Intervention, really? Well, I should have Teferi Time Raveler in my deck. Yeah, I guess if they have, depending on how they sideboard, if they have Heroic Intervention, Settle is nice and Blessed Alliance is nice. I will say farmland is much worse than basic island a very high amount of the time. But I've also been getting like color screwed and stuff. And I've been cycling it a ton. So it's definitely lots of give and take there. Alright, deck, be kind. Yahtzee. Is Lyra better than Teferi? I don't think so. That was all my 2 mana spells. Want to counter that? Just counter any 2. Just gonna bottom out of reflex, but probably have to keep that. Needle's pretty awkward this game. Definitely wish it was some instant speed spell like basically any card in my sideboard. It's not as good as against the Chandra decks, because Chandra doesn't do a ton the turn it comes into play usually. So that would come in +1/+1 counter, and it would pump the... I guess I just have to counter that. Card's way too good against Verdict. Do they all play that card? Is this matchup just atrocious? Just secretly atrocious? Maybe if I brought in Settle the Wreckage. And I didn't board out any of my high-end stuff, and now I'm just dying with a bunch of these cards in hand. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of cheap cards. I kind of decided to draw half of my top end in my top 12 cards, which is pretty rough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 7, 9, 12. Oh, hey Show, thanks for the huge raid. Does that mean you're back to playing some Arena? Playtesting for the MCQ? Nice, nice. What's good? Welcome everyone. I think I'm actually playing my last match of the night. Could be the last game of the match. What's good in standard, everyone? Alright, we dodged. Now we have to hit a verdict. Playing a little Pioneer here. That's the format for the next Pro Tour. Supreme Verdict is what I was looking for. And Opt, I guess. I didn't play Standard today. I was kind of in the mood. I might play some Standard tomorrow. Play some Esper. Esper is the best deck in Standard, secretly.
Any Standard today?
No, bud. Maybe they drew Heroic Intervention. Joke's on me. Are you just gonna play Fires? Well, Jet Ski. Yikes. It's a nice little 1-2 punch from opponent. It's like a Teferi minus leap. They sack it. They get a 1/1. They kill my Teferi. That's not very good. Probably just play Elspeth and plus, right? I can dig. Nope. Maybe it's worth it, honestly, just Teferi minus. Yes, think Elspeth? Yeah. They're gonna sack that, get a... No, they're gonna untap, pump it, sack it, get 2 dudes, play a dude. Ballista's definitely not lethal. I have Needle in play. What if I Teferi plus, actually? This way I have the Teferi in play and I can get rid of something next turn. Making a bunch of tokens right now, I'm just going to Teferi plus. I think that's the play. Maybe I'm missing something obvious and my play is going to end up being heinous, but I think I actually like Teferi plus. Could have actually main phase Azorius Charm. I think I was supposed to... Oh no, I didn't have the mana, never mind. No attacks. Alright. Draw a card. Okay, that's pretty good. So I can Verdict? What if I Ether Gust Leap first? I think that's what I want to do. They're probably going to pump Hanger back and sack Hanger back. And then I get to Verdict. Yeah. Yeah, obviously playing Teferi last turn and plussing was the right play. I'm just such gas. Oh, they did that? Whoops. I tunneled it. Should have obviously minus on Hangerback Walker. And they got a Ballista? I don't really care about that. It's not a big deal. Hangerback Walker is not a big deal. I can just... Another one. And another one. And another one. It's kind of obnoxious. I think I'm actually going to dig in response. Don't want to do that or else I won't have enough. I think that card's like... no good. Dovin's Veto, Azorius Charm, perfect deck. Perfect plays, perfect deck. Perfect everything. Perfect sideboarding. Azorius Charm is better than Fatal Push. Why would you ever play blue-black? Isolate does not hate Hangerback Walker. It's exactly one, unfortunately. The Fairy's kind of nice against some of their cards. I don't think I can bring in Rest in Peace because I need my digs. Settled, Cast Out, Lyra. All these cards seem fine. Let's see. Bitten Needle was a bit awkward. I guess it stopped sleep. I can see this being a matchup where it's super easy for them to play around Censor. Because a lot of their cards are cheap and... Elspeth actually seems kind of bad. It doesn't really stop their endgame of Hangerback Walkers and Ballista. I'm going to board out Elspeth. I don't think I need it to win. I think I'd rather have cheaper removal. Will the new counterspell replace Summary Dismissal? Which one? The blue and 2 that makes them pay 4 for... The deck list? Oh yeah, I played a second league and I didn't update the changes. You are correct. Alright, I don't want Elspeth. I probably want Settles. Having infinite verdicts and Settles is probably good. I think I can cut and absorb too on the draw. I think that card is pretty clunky. And I was talking about trimming some sensors. Lyra could be good. It's kind of bad against. Alright, I'm running out of time. I think Teferi sucks. I think Davin's Veto is okay-ish. Do I really want two, though? I think Cast Out sucks as well, and Lyra could be good. But I think I already have a lot of expensive cards. What about playing Jeskai? I'm playing Keranos and 2 Roll Scions and Counterflux it, and I'm winning every match against Blue-White easily. I don't think Blue-White's super powerful right now. I think it's played, but not a ton. I'd rather be good against the other deck. I'm close. I think I have to keep this. Probably only mulligan this hand if you think the matchup is super favorable and you don't have to gamble. But I don't think the matchup is that favorable. I don't know. Some kind of. I feel like this hand I need a blue land in my first free draw steps. I think it's reasonable expectations. I've been losing with keeping these hands though. They're down to 1 card. If I draw untap blue source, I'm in good shape. If not, I am not freaking farming. It's been every game that I wish these farmlands had been islands all day today. It's kind of freaky almost. Vivian, yeah. I think I'm going to cut a farmland for an island. It just keeps happening over and over. How do you beat mono black aggro? You just play your cards and hope you win the game. It's a pretty straightforward matchup. You're playing 0 farmland? What's your mana base? How do you play 0 farmland? How do you have enough dual lands to cast your spells, and how do you not get like flooded? Can I draw anything good here? Also need to deal with that Vivian. Does it matter which one I put on top? I want to counter Ballista for 2, I guess. Alright, I'll get rid of the thingy. Oh, I guess just play Ballista for 1 and I Dev Scales in play. I wonder if they have a haste creature in their deck, in their sideboard. Right on time. Actually, blue source would have been... No. Maybe they'll play around Settle for unknown reason. Yeah, risky keep. I guess I'll mulligan next time. I don't know. I had Isolate too, which was nice. I had Isolate and Settle. They had a really good draw. They were on the play. They had 1 drop into Constrictor, into what? Thoughtseize, Hardened Skill, into Vivian, like perfect curve. Just happens. And I almost I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say almost won, but can we play enough basics with Prayer Stream? And that's just gonna be worse, I think. Dude, Fernland has been so good though. I've cycled it so much. Play one more. It's also by 26 land. Like most lists play 25. I don't know. I'm just super. Lose so many matches to mana. Maybe deck's good enough against these creature decks that you should just mulligan these gamblish hands. Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin is fine. It kind of fixes your mana. I think you need 2 Field of Ruins in this. I don't know how decks that play 1 farmland and can cast their spells. I don't know, I'm curious. Let's take a look. MTGO deck. I mean, it's possible everyone's just like bumbling idiot and just gets lucky. "25 lands, 2 of each castle, 2 colorless land, 2 farmlands. You're playing 1 less land. I mean, one, 2, 8, 6, 10, 12, 16. 16 and 17. Get this combo? What's going on here? Yeah, I think I'm just getting pretty unlucky. I mean, this list's just bad. It's not terrible, obviously. Just personal preferences. Oh, nice. Didn't even realize you were one of my subs. What are they playing, chat?
GG's, I was your scales up just now.
Hey, GG's, bud. I kept kind of a gamblish hand. I'm not sure I was supposed to or not. Definitely did not work out. Could have just plus, maybe? Yikes. Right, they play Kethis, so they have Teferi in their deck. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
Not playing Divine Arrow in 2020.
I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I had Divine Arrow in my standard deck at some point. When I was testing Blue-White Control, I think. Maybe even in Esper. Against all these questing beasts when Gruul was still a thing. It's decent against Black-White too. How's the move away from free mana to Fairy been? Honestly good. I think free mana to Fairy's not very well. It was good. I did play the Mirror once and it was good. I mean, if the Mirror is popular, you should probably play free mana to Fairy. Did you not know about Verdict? I guess they just have to feel their graveyard that way. I wonder if I can beat the combo deck when they have to Teferi in play. Cycle that cast out too, Monk S. Oh yeah, there was Ceratops too, yeah, when people were playing Ceratops. Thanks for the reset though, let's draw. Sometimes I do that. I just comment on the comment, then don't acknowledge the reset. Well, I do acknowledge the reset. Teferi? I don't know. I played a mirror match. I won without Teferi in my deck. Just outplay my opponents. Yikes! They're baiting me. That card's super scary. Oh, okay, never mind. I think you have to get rid of that right away. Does not seem like a card I should let. On average, how many control mirrors you play? I think maybe 20% of the time right now. I played against Blue, Black, and Grixis. Yeah, maybe quarter of the field right now is... Do I lose? Doesn't look like it. Not sure why they're not drawing cards with Teferi. They're just saving up for a rainy day. Maybe they're gonna combo, bounce their own hope, and get a bunch of triggers. All right, let's see. None of these cards do anything. Elspeth can start attacking Teferi. Good Narset. What am I hoping to draw besides verdict number 3? Oh, 4 mana Teferi. 5 mana Teferi. I'm gonna play Narset. It stops their Teferi from drawing cards. Could be relevant. Alright, good beats. Not a bad draw. I am the unluckiest. Twice it's happened today, and I have no creatures in my deck. I think it's like sub 4% or something. You know why, chat? Because I am the unluckiest. Little known fact. Despite my immense success on the Pro Tour, I am the unluckiest. That's a pretty sweet card. How is that better than Grizzly Salvage? I guess you get back any card. And I guess it's easier to cast. Am I dead? Who is the best Dota hero and why is it Disruptor? When does the... Actually, it was next level play. This way I did have to reveal Verdict on Narset. When's the Miner? I actually haven't played Dota. I've deleted it like 3 months ago. I don't think I'm ever going to play another Dota game in my life. No, that's not true. I think I might play Dota again when I'm retired. When I've done what I need to do on this planet, you know. But not be... Just too big of a time. No, I didn't say I'll play Dota when I'm dead. That's not true. I'll play Dota when I don't have to work anymore. 70-year-old? I don't know. Hopefully I get to retire before 7. Looks like I'm gonna lose. Yeah, I'll have to learn the like 100 new heroes. I mean, they do come out with like 1 or 2 new heroes a year, right? What are they averaging? 1 hero a year? 2 heroes a year? Not sure. And I ran out of answers. They're just gonna combo me next turn, right? Can I do anything about it? Let's find out. Oh yeah. Forgot I had that card in my deck. That's just minus. They can't do anything super sick, right? I am the luckiest. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's see, should I scry first? Kind of. All right, so I think the play here is play second Teferi, minus that, and kind of lock it up. Not totally, but game, that should be game. I wonder if they played that game well from their side. Seems like a tricky matchup to play for them. Happy to veto that. Don't have a ton of targets. And I'm not going to care about Teferi once I have guys. Oh yeah, that's right. They made the one mistake when they didn't... Yeah, that time they just never minus Teferi. That was kind of greedy to just stockpile Teferi there. Yeah, I guess they can concede. They know they have a Teferi on top. Yeah, I mean, once I had Narset, it's different, but they had it in play before I had Narset. They could have drawn at least one card, and I think it would have been the difference between a loss and a win. I think I should have lost this game. I think it's fair to say. Seems good, seems good, seems good. Seems good. Seems good, seems bad, seems bad. Seems bad. Seems... Mentor seems kind of good. Isolate doesn't get anything, right? What are they gonna have in sideboard? In their sideboard, just a bunch of disputes, maybe? I guess I just board out big if I bring in Rest in Peace. Bring in Commence the End Game. Don't want Mentor and Verdict, I think. Either one or the other. LOL Power 9. Thank you so much for 9 months with Twitch Prime. Are we getting trolled, chat? I have a feeling we're gonna get trolled. Can someone help me, please? I'm having difficult understanding a sentence in English. Have a... Is Bar bad? Bar is fine. It's kind of bad against free mana Teferi sometimes, and I don't want a card design. It's serious? I mean, go ahead. We're here to help. It is nice to have a little pressure. Sensors are going to be dead pretty fast, and they're not as good when you don't have dig anymore. It's also nice against the 1/1, I guess. Maybe Blessed Alliances. I think Sensor is going to be kind of bad. Undertaking means starting. There are many reasons to start, to launch an environmental audit. It's to undertake something is to... After that, we can do my math homework. Yeah. Hey, Deerroot, I watched that the Moon Bear sketch. That was pretty good. I recommend checking out. I'm sure if you YouTube Moon Bears, it should show up. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it. I'm just super far behind. It's whitest kids you know, right? Should I just say go? I have Verdict. I'm just gonna jam rest in peace. Because I have Verdict to wipe their board. I don't think saying go accomplishes much. Maybe I'll just finish the league. I'm gonna start going to bed a tiny bit earlier, like an hour. And did that really just happen? So I can't cast a non-creature spell. Alright. Thanks for all the new follows, by the way. I'm too big time now, so I don't acknowledge every follow. Just because I don't know. Sometimes I don't have my earphones in, sometimes I don't notice. Sometimes I just big time you. Ooh. Oh, you're mailing me? They mailed 2 islands, 2 basic islands. Yeah, not sure how this matchup is. Game 1 feels like it should be bad, right? I have a lot of awkward cards, especially this version was Blessed Alliance, and I can cast Absorb here, right? I think after sideboard it probably gets really good for me, unless they have some really weird secret tech. Oh, I still can't cast. Wait, what is it? Oh yeah, they just sacked another one. I'm dumb. Okay. They have no cards in hand. Should just play Rest in Peace, right? Oh, dude. Wait, how many hopes did they draw this game? I keep forgetting. Alright, yeah. They got me in the soft lock. If they draw like 20 more hopes. Good news, the Lotus Field matchup feels good, yeah. I mean, does Lotus Field does it have a good matchup against anyone? Yeah, Emery. Maybe the matchup is bad. Yeah, I mean, I lose. I lose this game, wow. That's insane. My hand was so impressive. Impressive stuff. I mean, it's not a hard lock, but I almost definitely lose. That's pretty close. It's really hard for them to lose. I'm bringing Isolate, yeah. I guess I need to respect the hope and maybe even Blessed Alliance, honestly. That's no, I mean, they have Teferi in play. How did they get Teferi in play in the first place? They just attacked me with hope, played a Teferi. So that's like kind of their combo. Their mini combo. Yeah, I guess I need Isolate and Blessed Alliance just so I don't get owned. Because there's not much. I mean, I guess I have Rest in Peace. They also needed to have like their Abrupt Decay. So they Should I make them do it? I mean, there's no way I'm winning, right? They might not be able to kill me this turn, but I'm hope locked. What am I setting about tomorrow? Not sure. Maybe some arena. Yeah, still can't cast a spell. Alright. I'm doing some magic player who's a sociologist, I guess is what you would call him. Just in university studying like esports and stuff. Yeah, just for his studies, I guess he's interviewing me. All right, what? Maybe Aethergus is mediocre. Gets Kethis, right? That's it. I mean, that's a big deal, I guess, but... Do you have Abrupt Decay? Lyra, maybe, to block? To block the 1/1? Can't tell if I'm getting... Like, maybe cast that, it's too expensive. Liz used a word I had never heard last time. I can't even remember. It basically meant good. Let's see, chat. Let's see if you can guess the word I'm talking about with very little clues. Because I can't remember what it was. No, trust me. It's... Don't like wicked. It's just... I know what wicked means. No, astonishing. Come on, please. I said it so... It's a proper word, but that's not really used. Is when I looked it up, is what it said, kind of. You're just upsetting. I might start banning people that just suggest the like most basic words. It ends with. I want to say it ends with. I think it ends with IC. And it's a pretty long word. It's like it's like around 10 letters long. Can't remember the word though. Terrific. I might ban you, Felix. And it means like something that's good, I think, or that's like good standards or standard or... It doesn't end in ice. Yeah, it's fantastic. I've never heard the word fantastic before. Man, what was it? Wait, they took Azorius Charm? Maybe I should have kept Azorius Charm if they took Azorius. I wonder if I still have it in my search history. I think it starts with CA and not really getting tilted by Twitch chat. I'm just kind of mad that they're guessing the most basic words. Alright. Probably does this right. It's probably a word that it's probably a word that most of you have either never heard or maybe heard once and forgot about. And I'm not even sure the clues correct. It is not... When I looked it up On online, it didn't say it was really. It's kind of. It didn't really say it was slang though. Might have to wait tomorrow to find out what it was because I can't remember. Do I just want to needle the hope? Probably not. That's gonna Azorius charm it. Boom! Who got it? Copacetic. Correct. That was it. Who got it? Gerber 18? No. Nice. Dude, let's see if I have a price for you. That deserves. Do you have a Magic Online account? Might have some packs. What about some Ravnica? Yeah, it was Copacetic. You only play paper and arena? Bad beats. All right. I'm curious now because type 1 if you had heard the word copacetic before and knew what it meant, and 2 if you didn't. Let's see how cultured my chat is. Please vote no matter what. It's okay. So 1 if you had heard of the word and knew what it meant, and 2 if not. Wow, Twerk You Later showing up big time was a gifted sub. Puppy Puncha says, didn't realize how many liars there are in chat. Calling you out. Ooh, Emery is scary. Kind of. Twerk You Later, thanks for the gifted sub. Captain Steiner, congrats on being able to read my mind. Should I just needle Emery? Is that lazy gaming? Mox doesn't do a ton for them. Maybe I should needle the stupid hopes. Doesn't needle hope, I guess.
EYY, the counter begins again.
Twerk You Later. And the resub. 8 months. The counter begins again. I don't know what that meant. Alright, let's see how many was. 51 knew what it meant, and wow, I guess I'm really dumb. And 35 did not. Wow, way to make. What word was it? I mean, I know it's not my first language. I just assume a lot of people in chat are not. I guess at that time of the night, it's probably. I only knew it because of a song. Copacetic, sorry. I'm dumb and my pronunciation is. Clockles has a copacetic story. I don't speak 3 languages. I speak a tiny bit of Spanish and even less German, but should I verdict or should I rest in peace first? Can they get off with Sketis next turn? Probably just rest in peace first, right? Kind of a softish lock. We got another resub. Nassif spricht Deutsch. Ja, ja. But of course, ich spreche Deutsch sehr gut. Nein. Nein! As a fellow lexicon aficionado, I'm quite impressed with your panoply of words. Finally, another soul whose wherewithal is similar to that of mine in terms of vocabulary. But of course. Me too, man. Me too. What Felix just said. Hochzeitsüberraschungsparty. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, German has this crazy thing where you can just make up words. You can literally make up words. You just stick words together, one after the other, and you just make them up. That's allowed. It's kind of cool. So you just have like, you can just... I'm gonna stop saying these long German words because I don't want to get tricked and saying something really nasty. Germans have... Oh, Danish does it as well? I didn't know that. Apparently a lot of languages do the same thing. Why can't I use Teferi? Honestly, this matchup did not look super great. I feel like they probably should have won game 1. And then I guess I sideboarded poorly in game 2. I didn't have like Isolate and Bless Alliance and I got owned by the Hope. Alright, I'll finish this league. Famous last words. A lot of you are still watching too. Thanks to the raid, the show raid, and everyone's sticking around for a bit longer. Even though you're probably coming from Arena. Well, I still have your attention. Quick shout out to my sponsor, channelfireball.com. If you need magic cards, if you want to pre-order cards from the new set, you can check out channelfireball.com and you can get 5% off your order with the code yellowhat. And remember, kids, it's not selling out and it's not shilling. That's right, people. They also buy cards, and if you sell your cards for store credit, you can get an extra, I believe it is still 40% off. Or 40% extra in-store credit, meaning you sell them your cards and you take store credit, and you know later in the year, if you need to buy cards, you use your store credit and you got good value. I think you want to keep censoring the mirror match. And basically, as long as you're making your land drops... Oh, it's not the mirror match. What juicy card am I going to get to counter with my censor? Does CFB have Pokemon cards? Good question. I have no idea. Maybe? They play Temple? Is the mana that bad that you need to play Temple? I guess if you don't have a ton of 1-drops, why not? Seems kind of sketchy to play Temple in your... Dude, my nephew is super into Pokemon right now. He's about to be 7. Just loves it. He got probably like $1,000 worth of... It's kind of outrageous how many gifts he gets for Christmas. Probably got $1,000 worth of like Pokemon stuff. Liz was... I'm not really into that. Don't want to counter Spell Queller. So they probably play Collected Company, right? A 2 free flyer. Enemy vision. Alright. They don't have much of a clock, but the problem is I don't have much of a game plan. Drawing Verdict this turn would have been a good game plan. Void Pointer said you sold me on irrigated farmland today. I mean, it has been very good for me, and it has also cost me games because it was not exactly basic island, but... Alright, if I find a verdict, I don't think they can do anything about it. They had to play Spellcaller to apply some pressure. This could be a verdict, by the way. But it's not. The bottom. I'm not sure I'm supposed to do that. The format has a lot of aggro decks. I don't think you can play Prime with Seto is that one or just owns it. I think I still should cast it. Makes them play a spirit, overextend into verdict. Like if they go like spirit counter settle, then I get to hopefully opt into a sweeper. Alright, no counters. Charming Prince and Spirits. That seems pretty bad. Makes no sense. I did a combo with Spellqueller. You just played Teferi, Spellqueller, and could be. They did a one on top. It does counter their best cards. I kind of want to keep. Alright, I hope this is not a mistake. I think it might be really smart. I think it might be big brain keep there. Maybe not that big of a brain, maybe it's brain keep. Charming Prince, it's blue-white standard. I think I like Fabled the I was debating whether or not I should lead with Teferi. I guess I can cycle that sensor now. I might even bait them into playing their deck's kind of all over the place. Maybe it's just good against the creature. Nice card I kept there. Lol. And he said he had a big brain. That's obnoxious. Gonna counter that. You don't get paired totally randomly in League. But a lot of the time you won't get paired against someone who has the same record as you. They try to pair you as close as possible, but there's only so many players. They put 2 cards on top. Scary. Actually, I should have keep here. So if I scry, I can actually... I could just make a 1/1 to block if I don't draw anything good. Clap. This list was in the last 5 deck dump, looked like a pile there too. Yeah, I mean, leagues are pretty random and not super meaningful, and obviously like small sample size, not very meaningful. I'm setting about a free to finish in my league. Wow, big brain keep. Finally paid off. That's the thing about the big brain plays. They're not immediately obvious. Yeah, I mean, their draw is not super good. Kind of flooded there. Right. I always forget what I bottomed. And just settle, I guess. What am I supposed to do about flyers? Just answer them one for one? Will Pioneer be They didn't always exert the most like long-term vision was some of their decisions. Seven spells? What are the odds of 7 spells? It's kind of absurd. Ticho is just so excited about learning English. I've never seen anyone so excited. I think Arena is fine if you're into Standard. They just need, it's gonna be good once there's more tournaments. Because right now they're play for. But playing on Arena is gas. I've been enjoying playing the Mythic Championships on Arena. I think I like playing on Arena more than I like playing on paper. His deck was no free mana Teferi. I actually have one in this version, I think, but I think the card's just not great right now. Depends how much aggro there is and how much control there is, obviously, but it's like actively bad against. Because the creature decks have a ton of 1-drops and a ton of haste creatures. Yeah, I didn't update. I played a league and then made like 2 or 3 changes. I'm a bad streamer. I think this list is worse though. Slightly worse. Clearly we went 4-1 last league and we're only 2-2 this league. That guy says 1-0 in the league. Why not start popping tokens? I should, right? Figured I'd just keep me a Teferi, but should I even bother making tokens? I like exiling stuff with the Teferi emblem too. It's my main. Honestly, Arena's cool. I'm pretty excited about this weekend, the MCQ weekend, see who comes out on top. Should be cool. What do you guys think about the one-day system? I wasn't sure at first. At first I thought it was good, and people complained about the variance, which is true. But I don't know, was it you? I think it was Dave Root who was saying like, people were complaining that you have to go 10-1 to qualify. But if you look at the like old school, like the big PTQs in real life, you kind of had to go 10-1 to win the PTQ anyways, because you probably had to go like 8-1 or 7-1 in the Swiss to make top 8, and then you had to go 3-0 in the top 8. So, I mean, I know it's not like, maybe not ideal for everyone, but it was like terrible. I don't like to comment too much. Like, I won't usually comment on that stuff on social media because I'm worried I might like just speak of a point of entitlement and someone who doesn't have to worry about that stuff. But I think I'd rather just talk about it on. Arena is harder because then random PTQs, then random 200 or 300 PTQs. I don't know, a lot of people at Mythic are not very good. I mean, if you look at who qualified, honestly, I feel like everyone who's qualified for the arena, I mean, maybe not everyone, I don't know, like individually everyone, but I feel like everyone's like, they've seen like strong enough player that they could win a 200 person PTQ in real life. Now the MPL Pro is going to tell us how good the qualifier system is. Yeah, I mean, it's even worse now that I'm an MPL, right? I really like have to like double check everything I say. I'm going to Mengucci you. I think Mengucci's different. Mengucci's just really positive dude, so Isolate is fine. Pithing Needle for Selfless Spirit's probably fine. Boar is fine. Dispute's probably good. Lara is good. Verdict is good. Commence the Endgame might be good. I think Elspeth is bad but could be good. I think Cast Out is too expensive. Kind of need Dovin's Veto. What's bad against them? I want all my cheap cards for sure. Andrew Mengucci. Did you see that, M-Porter? I saw that as well. Who else saw that? Did it get posted on Twitter? Is that how you know? They had like, it was funny that there's something about Andrea Mengucci, and on his picture it was written Andrea Mengucci, his actual name, and then in the description it said Andrew Mengucci. Narset. I like that Narset finds Verdict. But tapping out on free for Narset and it just dying seems... I like it against creature decks, but maybe they have counterspell, so it's a bit worse here. I'm going to trim and absorb. I'm going to trim the Narset. I need to trim one of my 5 mana cards. I think the Teferi's kind of mediocre against them. Sometimes it's nice because it plays around stuff. I need to cut one more. I'll just cut a Field of Ruin because I'm on the draw and I don't know what else to cut. And they don't have good targets for it. Summary Dismissals for Eldrazi triggers mostly. I bring it in a mirror match too as something that's slightly... Have I ever looked at Canister's Twitter banner? I've seen it. I forget what it is though. Let's see. Kaneki. Oh. I think is that me on the left? No. Who's that? Like, oh, that's Brad Nelson. Javier, Seth, Mengucci, Paolo, Actual Canister, the Spanish guy, and who's that? Alex Fartek? That's kind of gas. Nah. The Spanish guy? Sorry, what's his name? I even played against it. Portuguese maybe? Miguel? My bad. Miguel something something. I even played it. He beat me. He beat me in that tournament. He beat me bad. The disrespect, yeah. I'm gonna get like the huge like Nassif is a racist, doesn't even know every... Big brain meddling Mitch from my opponent. Pafter. Wow. Are you streaming, Sauce? Did he... I don't know. Is it... Do I care about Lavinia? I'm not sure. That's what you want to do in this matchup. Trade 1 for 1. Hope you resolve the dig. Alright. Maybe that's not what I wanted to do. Lavinia and Spellquatter is a combo, is it? Oh yeah. Wow, big brain combos. I've actually... Oh, you're just gonna verdict his board. He has like a bunch of... I don't even know what's going on here. Too complicated. Just gonna absorb that. Wait. Can we have anything for verdict, chat? A blue and a white. They could have... Oh yeah, Lavinia and Blessed Alliance, did that even work? They could have self... So I should let Supreme Phantom resolve, right? It's like actively dead to counter it, because then they just play Selfless and not lose. I feel like I'm gonna get God by something. They're gonna have like something sweet. Probably not. Gain 4 life, no big deal. Probably still lose this game if they just have a company. No green mana. Gonna take a few hits. Unsip stun shit, yeah, that card is so bad. Makes me cringe every time someone mentions that card as a playable option. It's exactly like the Storm deck, maybe it's good. Not even in that great of a spot. What am I even supposed to do with my Settle Wreckage? Is it getting better the more I wait? Should have played Tapped Hallowed Fountain, maybe not. I guess I'll just play it now. Not sure it's getting much. That's fine, I'll make them sag their Wanderer at least. It's not the worst trades. I could have maybe played Fountain, 2 more mana up. Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna lose this game. I got a 3-for-1 was Verdict, and I'm like, gonna lose that badly? What happened? It's not really a 3-for-1 because Blessed Alliance gained me for a life. That was not great. Still makes you wonder what all went wrong. Also not playing Hallowed Fountain last turn. They had 1 card in hand. I kind of want a plus. I think plussing is correct. So if I declare Lord, I lose. Yeah, I'm having a deja vu here.
It feels so nice to be back in the sewer, damp, dark and cold, brr. Laughing face.
Dude, we never left. We're born in it, molded by it. Thanks, Tim. Alright, what's the play here? I I could play dig in my end step, but then I die to a lord. The country. This is tough. I really wish I had played a Hallowed Fountain last turn. Think it was a small mistake. Yeah, I mean another D-stroke. How many D-strokes can you have in this matchup? Don't even bother countering that. Pretty good. Well, that made no sense. It doesn't even stop it, right? That's kind of funny. Still can cast Dig free time for 2 mana. Monkass. Wow, is that real? Are you for real, chat? There. Alvin's veto can be cast 6 different ways. Donatello, how did you know? I think I've talked about that before. Honestly, Donatello is one of my favorites. I'm kind of screwed, chat. The last card in... I guess I'll plus. Be worse, I guess. Could be more selfless spirit. So, if I top an eagle, it's an eagle here. Bounce selfless, see if he sacks. I think he's just gonna sack. If I do that. Kind of weird I lost this game. Lifelink? Nah. God, that's settled. More? Maybe I'll forget to say. You know what? I've been sick needle. Maybe I would have just sacked in response. F6. Damn, they see all the angles. I wonder if settle's just bad in this matchup. Just too easy to counter. It forces them to tap on their turn, but it's also so bad against free mana Teferi. Man, and now they're gonna realize that Lavinia's just awful and more. Still don't think I want Nassif. Yeah, cast out could be okay. I don't want to good. Maybe Azorius Charm is awkward. It's awkward against Teferi. It's awkward against Rattle Chain Mystic or whatever it's called. Bring in Narset. Narset's kind of nice against Teferi. I don't think you want Hour of Revelation. I think 5 mana Teferi is too good. And maybe you can play it. My hand's super good. That's gonna counter everything, I guess. Maybe I can get in a spot where I just resolve with 5. Makes sense. Censoring a grizzly bear, monk ass. Speaking of, man, Charming Prince is so bad. Gotta let that. You don't think they play Basic Forest? That's a good point. They just put 2 on top. I guess I should have played Field of Runes. I'm just a monkey. I don't know, man. I blew it. Field up, keep the player on Rattle Chains. I think that's a bit better, yeah. I don't want to have to censor Rattle Chains on my turn, though. Man, if I just played my Field of Ruin, like in... I don't know, I was like trying to hide it or trying to Rab Absorb, but... I think they're gonna have Basic Forest, though. Selfless Match would be pretty annoying here. I think they might have their own disputes. Do you get to play 5 mana Teferi? Probably gas. Kind of blew it. There are free cards in hand. Say it played bar. Still censor. Some value. Ooh, I get Cycle of Farmland. Even better. Using Field too cute. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of... I should have just played my Field alone. I've had that problem. They would have played differently if I had 4 mana up, though. But I've put myself in a rough spot. It's kind of sick now to just get to play Collected Company and then my turn. I could bar the Teferi. Don't know if that's a good play though. So just playing Verdict in response into my Verdict. Yeah, punted. Big punts. Kind of weird that it would play like that, because if they don't hit Selfless Spirit, they kind of get owned by Verdict, but I need to have verdict, and they need to not hit selfless spirit, which is a bouncing needle. Man, I have so many counter spells left. Oh, and I'm running low on time. I'm dead. Well, Spirit's kind of a tough matchup. This feels even worse than the... They're adding to the board. A spell caller in hand. This feels... collect... I think this is how I see max amount of cards towards a verdict. Using castle. Just gonna play another collected company and hope to hit on that. Kind of sick. I have 3 mana Teferi in my deck, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can just opt first. Try and hit 3 mana Teferi. I could have Needle first, actually. Could have Needle Selfless Spirit. I'm glad I didn't. Alright, hope taking Absorb is not too fancy here. It could backfire big time. I also need to start playing fast. I do have a Lyra somewhere in my deck. Taking Absorb is just so gamblish. But nice. Alright, I think we probably win now. I guess I lost a similar game too, right? Where I was doing fine and I just... Could have Needles again. I guess I can just veto the company dispute, really? Okay. Weird. I'm not sure there's a point in doing that. Feels like maybe you just hope at some point to get rid of Teferi and their dispute is live. No, maybe not. I have a Lyra in my deck, so alright, this is good, obviously. This is good, this is good. This is good, this is good. The Selfless Spirits. Blessed Alliance, great card. Alright, nice. Gonna end up with a winning record. The people. This is probably a lose. Probably should always keep like 2 counterspell up at all times. Lavinia, dang. They got us. They got Old grizzly bear. If at least dig, you know. At least it's sub dig the entire time. I could see it. Too dangerous. Gotta get rid of Lavinia before I get owned. Alright, I'm just gonna kill them. Game's getting a bit laggy. I don't wanna... It is sad that dig does not work with Teferi emblem. It is nice that dig does not get stunned by Narset. What if I lose this match? The lag. Alright, nice. Yeah. I forgot to keep track of Teferi Time Raveler versus Narset. I think Teferi was pretty good this league, but we played against a bunch of decks. I don't know. I didn't learn much.